a saxophone player, woodwind player, iwi player, and a teacher at the Conservatory of Amsterdam. About a week ago I was approached by Lukas Knapik from the Art of the Wind Synth Facebook page, and he asked me if I could do a video presentation about the gear that I'm using when I'm playing iwi. And I thought to myself, this is actually a very interesting idea, not only because I have the possibility to share with you guys what I use, but hopefully as a reaction you can post your own videos and show me what you guys are playing. So hopefully I'll get some ideas too. So there we go. As you can see, I am pretty much a hardware guy, which definitely doesn't help my back, but keeps my heart and ears very warm. And I have a variety of synths in my setup, and I don't play them at the same time, but I like to more combine them in different variation, depends on the gig that I'm playing in. So I'll show you a couple of those. My main synth that I've been playing for the last 3 to 4 years has been the Dave Smith Evolver. This synth I actually first heard when I was in the States, and I heard an iwi player named John Swana, which is by now one of my favorite players around there. And he played and still plays this instrument. And I remember when I first heard it, I found it to be very particular, which I really liked, very different from any other synths out there. So I acquired one of these for myself, and it took me actually some time to figure it out how to program it properly so it will react correctly with the iwi and be expressive. But since then, it's been in my setup, and it's a fantastic synth. Recently I also acquired the Dave Smith Mofo, and this is a recommendation I got from a good friend of mine who lives in Berlin. His name is Omri Abramov, and he has this synth in his setup. I still didn't have much time to mess around with it yet, so I don't know what to tell about it, but definitely a great addition, I think, together with the Dave Smith Evolver, so just much more analog power. The last analog synth that I have in my setup is the Oberheim Matrix 1000, and the reason why I use it is because it's polyphonic, and in case of polyphonic playing, I can use this one. It also sounds very warm, it's also very particular. I'm also a big fan of Mr. Zawinul, and you know, in this synth I kind of find these type of sounds that he used back in the days with its group Weather Report. Very particular sound, very wonderful sound. Works great with the combination with the Dave Smith Evolver and others. In the beginning, when I played the iwi, I always had an idea that I would like it to sound more hybrid, actually not so analog, because I really in some way disliked the iwi to be completely analog because it sounds too close to a keyboard, and then you play a sort of a woodwind instrument, and that's kind of a shame because it's so expressive and it can have so much, it can share so much expression with woodwind characteristics, which are there to use. So I was always looking for sort of a hybrid sound, something between a sampler and an analog, and therefore I acquired this one, which is the VL70M. And the VL70M was originally made for the Yamaha controllers, and it just sounds pretty awesome in combinations with analog synths, because you get sort of a different taste to it, you know, some sort of a in-between sound. So that's that. And then what I met Mr. Ingo Schutzinger from Dynasample about a year ago. He introduced me to his device that he made. It's called the Dynasample Expression, which is for me somewhat of an upgrade from the VL70M because it's a very powerful sampler. It has much more possibilities. The orchestral sounds on this device sounds really fantastic. and I use it a lot, especially when I play solo. It has also a chord mapping function, which is really, really interesting. You can check it out on my solo performances that I have on YouTube. Anything that sounds sampled is coming from this device. Although I play hardware, I also use some applications for my setup. One of these are this application, which is called the MIDI Real-Time Harmonizer, made by a Dutch programmer called Johan Luinga. And Johan Luinga is a very, very talented person which I had the chance to work with. He helped me a lot with my Iwi setup. He was always there in my recording sessions. He gave me a lot of tips. He helped me to figure out some things that didn't work. And he also gave me this application that he made, which is in somewhat a very easy interface to create polyphony on your Iwi. So you can punch in the chords, you can write whatever you want according to a scale or a mode, and so forth and so forth, and then later send it to a polyphonic synth where you can play polyphonic. Somewhat what you know as Michael Brecker's rotator mode, or others. That's pretty much it. Last but not least are my controllers. The controllers that I play are the Iwi 1000, the Iwi 4000S, and the Iwi 5000. Depends on the gig that I'm playing. If it's only MIDI controlled, therefore I would go with this, because this is somewhat a much preferable controller for me to use. Or if I want to use also the inboard sounds of the 4000S, in my case with the volume 1 from Patchman, then I would use this one. That's about it, I guess. Thanks a lot for watching.